here we go. We're getting into our next game. Do I know this person? As spawning in the top right-hand corner of Solaris, we have the Australian Terran player, the mech enjoyer himself. He loves the mech, Poppy. He loves it. It's the red Terran. It is Jaedolph. And spawning in the bottom left, we have his opponent. We have the blue Protoss player. It is YSMS. Here we go. Mate, Jaedolph popping off, going up against a GM. Going up against a 5.2k player. Show us, Bobby. How did you put? Show me the mech. Show me the mech. Show me. Mate, I'm telling you, Jaedolph, he would not send in a replay if mech wasn't involved in some manner. I can already feel the cyclones. I can feel them. They're coming. For now, Probe Scout is moving out across the map just to get a read of what's going on. Just to get an idea on what Jaedolph is up to. Oh. Oh, did we have another redemption? Oh, we did. Oh, completing. Yeah, sure. Well, sorry. I apologize. We will be casting one more replay after this. One more after this. Yours is next, Poppy. Yours is next. Again, if you do want to send the replay, you can send it via Discord. Send it via Discord, Poppy. Via Discord. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted, but we're getting into this is going to be a reckless spend. So, oh, an economic opener here from Jaedolph, Papi. I was expecting a double gas opener. Okay, economic opener out of Jaedolph, going for a faster CC. Meanwhile, back at home, YSMS is going for a gate expand. So far, the openers are looking very normal. They're looking very by the book. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. As we settle into this game. Again, shout out to Jaedolph, of course. He's been a long time supporter of the channel. He does stream on his own personal channel as well from time to time. And our opener of choice is going to be a Stargate here from YSMS. Okay. Stargate opener, I imagine, for Phoenixes to lead into Colossus production, but we'll see what kind of direction YSMS goes in. As Zedep does get it in time to delay the CC, but we do pull back. The SCV is saved. Very nice control here from Jaedolph. Does keep it alive. And behind this, we are getting into our 1-1-1 follow-up. Safety Cyclone is on the way, but only a singular Cyclone. We can work up towards 2. But we shouldn't be seeing too many of them here from our Terran player. And, oh, interesting. Okay, we're not going for a Phoenix first. We're going for an Oracle first instead. Okay. So a far more aggressive opener here out of YSMS. Basically, he's doing his best hero impression. As Jaedolph is already moving out with his first wave of Marines. A little bit disjointed as the Cyclone is the backbone of this army. And the Marines do come in a little bit prematurely. But the Cyclone has arrived. The Marines, they barely do hold on. First Adept goes down. And this did force the Oracle back for a moment. So looking at the vision here, Jaedolph, he did not scout the tech, so he's not fully aware of what's going on. The Cyclone is not at home to defend. It's racing back home as we speak, but the Oracle will get here first. Thankfully, we have a second Cyclone here at the Natural. We even have a third Cyclone on the way, which that I wasn't quite expecting. Okay. Third Cyclone is in production, but we're getting a second rack, so this is still bio play. Not mech, not mech. Thank God. Oh. As the Oracle is forced back. And again, it was only a single Oracle opener here out of YSMS. From here, we're getting into additional Phoenixes. which does make sense. We have a safety immortal on the way. Again, this is just to keep YSMS safe from a ground-based push. Behind this, we should be seeing a Robotics Bay into a third base into Colossus. There's Robotics Bay, and again, after this, Colossus production should be commencing. So very standard play out of our Protoss. Nothing outside of I guess the Oracle. The Oracle is a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more out of the norm, but outside of the Oracle, very standard stuff from YSMS. Oh, we do end up getting seeing that Cyclone, and this Oracle's going ham. 3, 4, 5 SCVs. 7 in total here to the first Oracle. The Oracle does end up falling, and oh my god, do we throw away another Phoenix? We do. Bit of miscontrol. We go for a Cyclone drop across the map, and we do have some units at home to defend, but they are slow lots. We are getting probe kills. 9 probes go down. This is going to be a one-way trip. We do have plenty of Phoenixes coming back home to defend. Can we get anything else done? Can we get another Phoenix? We get a probe. We're going to try to escape, but again, this should be cleaned up. Oof. As the Cyclones do fall, but all in all, this was a really interesting trade. We lost 7 workers across the map, yes, but we were able to kill one of the Phoenixes and an Oracle as well, so that kind of makes it worth it here for Jaedolph. On top of that, he was able to reciprocate the damage by getting 10 probes across the map. So I would kind of give Jaedolph the edge coming into this. Third base is being taken, pretty on par with the third base of YSMS. The worker count's looking pretty similar, which I would give, again, the edge to the Terran here. As long as we land the... yeah. As long as we land the third. Oof. My god, catching another Phoenix. This is pretty huge. Like, Phoenixes, ideally, we build up towards 5 or 6 Phoenixes and we stop Phoenix production then and there. We can focus on the rest of our army. But YSMS has been bleeding out quite a lot. Gets another Cyclone, and as I say, the Protoss has been bleeding out a lot. So does Jaedolph a little bit more. As he does overextend, a little bit over-eager from our Terran. Behind this, again, focusing on a bio-based composition. Working on Marauders, +1, combat shields. Everything we expect to be seeing. Now the game will settle down from here. As the game settles, though, again, you know, Jaedolph is at least on 3 bases. Is lacking a little bit here in worker production, though, as well as saturation. Okay, maybe just a little bit preoccupied by what's been going on. Slow lot run by coming in, but it runs into the army. Likewise, the Phoenixes also attempt to push into that natural, but don't quite make it in. And we are, yeah, solidly getting into the mid game. Ghost production commencing, Marauders as well. So far, Jaedolph keeping up. Keeping up with the Protoss. And again, like, this may not like seem like a big deal, but the fact that YSMS is still forced to make more Phoenixes because they've been bleeding out so many. How many have we lost? It's only been 2, but even then, like, it is something that does impact the army here overall, the tech of YSMS. Now getting towards Temple Archives. +1. Blink on the way. Sorry, I sneezed. As YSMS is going to be committing here to his push, going for a warp in of these Archons. Charge is done, by the way, but we have a minefield set up. Yo, and here we go. Jaedolph coming in, force around. Mines are walling on forward. Good EMP on the Archons. Archons go down, and we can barely not get on top of the Colossus. Regardless, a good trade. With the death of all those Zealots, there's not really much protecting these Colossi. YSMS should back off from here, but he's going to be committing. Not too sure how I feel about this. Again, he is vulnerable to a surround. I love that Jaedolph is making use of the speed zone. He does get behind the army. Another big EMP. And Jaedolph takes down the Immortal, the Colossus as well. The mines. Mine's going to be popping up. And again, our Protoss player just stuck around for too long. The Colossus is barely saved. After the first fight, I am just a little bit surprised that after the Archons died that we did stick around. And YSMS, he did pay the price for it. And now Jaedolph going for a big counterattack, having so much momentum going his way. Oh, and you could argue as well that YSMS was maybe focusing a little bit too much on the economy, a little bit less so on the army. We have 2k minerals in the bank, but we're not warping in. How many gateways do we have? Oh, only 6 gateways. We do drag the mines in. We do force some friendly fire. But we don't have the production, we don't have the gateway count to actually spend our money. We also have been missing warp ins. Zealots are warping in 6 at a time, but that is not enough. We do manage to get some Zealots across the map. They are getting damage done, don't get me wrong, but Jaedolph, he can just focus on his push. Taking down the shield battery, taking down the Colossi as well. We're trying to warp in what we can. Back at home, the reinforcements are going to clean up these Zealots, and Bobby, Jaedolph, he didn't just take down the fort, he took down all the workers. Only one Colossus is able to stand strong here. Did we get the Disruptor? Okay, the Disruptor is alive as well. Oh, and these Zealots have actually done quite a bit. It did take quite a bit of time to finally clean them up. Protoss expanding towards the north. Jaedolph has to back off, has to reconvene, consolidate his forces, bring everything back together. And honestly, this is all we have to be doing. Just deny the fourth. Over and over again. We managed to outposition the Protoss. Nexus is going to be cancelled. Should hopefully be cancelled. Should be cancelled, but that's going to be a kill. 400 minerals down the drain, and once again we can commit. The splits! The splits are looking good. Only one Marauder goes down. Once again, though, that Zealot run by. The Zealot warping into the main is a thorn in Jaedolph's side, and finally the Prism is going to go down. The Vikings have arrived. We can clean this up and forget about it. And the Jaedolph working in his own fourth base, building himself back up. And this is just a deficit that YSMS is really struggling to overcome. Where he's just been contained to 3 bases for a little bit too long, has been struggling economically. Does have a decent robo-based army. Like, we have 3 Colossus and 3 Disruptors. That's great and all, but what about the Gateway army, right? What about the Warp-ins? He's been spending so many of his Warp-ins on harassing across the map with these Zealot run-bys and these Zealot counterattacks that he just hasn't been really, or he's been neglecting his main army. It means that even though there's a lot of potential with this force, Jaedolph, he could dive on this. Like, with a good surround, with a good setup, Jaedolph, he can target fire the Disruptors, get the Colossus, and shut this down. Once again, Zealot Rambai gets cleaned up. They just haven't really been worth it. A couple of Stalkers are reinforcing. That will help, but Jaedolph is maxed. Yo, the macro, Poppy, let's go. The Imba macros, the macro mechanics. As we do take a Nova to the face. Another Nova goes off. Oof, oh my god. Massive Novas will connect. Despite that, it doesn't even matter. That's how far ahead Jaedolph was. He takes like 3 Novas like a champ. He likes it, Bobby. He likes the Nova. He can take him, it's fine. 2 more Novas come out, and once again they will connect as well, and this is maybe becoming a bit too much. I'm a little bit concerned that we're taking too many Novas to the face. In the beginning it was okay, but now we're just rallying across the map, and we will get on top of the Disruptors in the end. We can focus them down one after the other. Stalkers are warped in, but alas, Jaedolph is still just too far ahead. Takes down the fourth for a 3rd time. if I'm not mistaken. Up. As additional Novas go off. But again, this is all that Jaedolph has to do. Just constantly just deny the fourth over and over and over again. He's got a mine here just looking to take down any probe that comes by. From here, Jaedolph can back off. We've got Liberators on the way. Another Starport. 3-3. Fusion Core for Lib range on the horizon, I'm sure, as well. Jaedolph even taking a fifth. Really just securing himself. And yeah, what can YSMS really do from here? We need like miracle purification Novas. If the Novas connect, then we survive, and we're gonna have to do that like a couple more times. That is all we need. Easier said than done. How many Novas do we have? We have 5 disruptors. Oh, we step in! Up! Here we go. First disruptor goes down. A second Nova hits, but not on too much. And so far, the splits are good enough. GG gets called, and Jaedolph is gonna take down YSMS 1-0. GG. GG, Poppy. GG. Well played, Jaedolph. Well played. Impressive, Poppy. Impressive. GG, well played. But yeah, I think the biggest thing I want to praise you on, Jaedolph, is your positional play. I think I was giving you a little praise earlier when you were fighting at the triangular third base, actually making use of the speed zones to actually set up surrounds and dive on the army. It was fun to see. It was fun to watch, and you were able to just capitalize on the Protoss player overextending as well. We mentioned at the time, when it came to the first push at your third base, when I think you EMP'd and you took down the Archons. As soon as that happened, we really didn't have too much to support the Colossus at that point, and that would have been a good moment for the Protoss to back off and respect the Terran position, but they kept pushing and they were punished for it, and yeah, Jaedolph was able to get a lot of momentum over the course of that game. A lot of momentum. GG, well played. And yeah, congratulations. Well done. Well done. It's always really exciting whenever you take down like a 5K player, a GM player. Really strong moments, and you know, it shows you that you have potential. You have the potential within you, I should say, to go toe to toe with these like higher tier players and improve as a player and strive for something greater, strive for something bigger.